Okay, so like she said, my name is Aaron. A little bit about my background. I've been training and coaching for 10 years. I've had extreme success in this industry, and I've also had some disappointments and failures. Today, I kind of want to shift gears a little bit from talking a lot about nutrition and fitness, and I want to talk about going for greatness and living your dreams in 2012. So today, I'm going to talk a little bit about mindset and motivation and kind of what it takes to kind of live your dreams. And in my opinion, there's no reason why you shouldn't be doing anything other than what you love right now. There's no reason why you should be working a job you hate or doing anything that you don't like to do. Real quick, I just want to do a quick little exercise. Everybody stand up for me real quick. And kind of spread out, because I'm going to have you just kind of spread out and get some space. What I want you guys to do is just go ahead and kind of put your feet a little closer to hip width. Now what I want you to do with your right hand, I want you to reach without moving your feet. I want you to reach as far as you can. Just reach as far as you can. Okay? As far as you think you can. Alright? As soon as you hold that, as soon as you're as far as you can, just hold that. Okay? Now what I want you guys to do now is go ahead and relax. Now here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to vision yourself reaching further. So don't reach yet, but just close your eyes. So everybody close your eyes. Now picture and envision yourself reaching further than what you just did. So in your mind, I want you to rehearse it in your mind. I want you to see yourself. I want you to see yourself reaching further than you did the last time. So reach, in your mind, reach. Okay? Now go ahead and open your eyes. Now go ahead, same thing. Now reach as far as you can now. Reach, 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 reach. Good. Relax. How many of you guys reached further the second time than you did the first time? Quite a bit of you, right? Okay. You guys have relax. So, here's what that little exercise was supposed to do is you didn't get any smarter, you didn't get any stronger. All you did was envision and believe and saw yourself reaching further. Alright, so that's kind of the premise of my talk today, is just having a belief that you can succeed. Alright, and envisioning you being able to succeed. Alright, so basically you can have anything you want in life. I know this sounds kind of cliche, you've probably heard it 1,000 times, but this is absolutely 100% true. Now, if you told me this maybe 5, 6, probably about 10 years ago, I would have said you're crazy. But here are some of the things you must ask yourself in order to get what you want out of life. Number one, what do you want? What do you want? Most people have no idea what they even want out of life. Okay? Number two, this is kind of a big one for me, is what do you want your legacy to be? What is your legacy? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? For me, I think it's really cool that the things I'm doing right now and the impact I'm able to make is going to affect my kids, and my kids are going to be able to kind of see my legacy 50 years from now. To me, that's pretty cool. Number three, what does your perfect average day look like? What are you doing? Where do you live? What time do you wake up? What do you eat for breakfast? Do you go to the beach? Do you live at the beach? Do you work out? Who do you work out with? Are you doing yoga? Are you doing strength training? Those are really, really important things you need to think about and ask yourself. Number four, this is huge. I ask people all the time, what makes you happy? Most of the time, people can't even tell me, which that's kind of a problem. But they might tell me, well, money might make you happy. Maybe it's going on vacation. Maybe it's spending time with family. Maybe it's riding a bike. Maybe it's reading. Whatever it is. I always ask people, what makes you happy? They tell me all these things. And then I ask them, well, how often do you do those things? And they say, well, not very much. I say, well, no wonder why you're not happy and probably living your dreams, because you just told me you love doing these things, but yet you never do them. Alright, so it's extremely important. Do what you love and do what makes you happy. I ask this question all the time. If you were to win the lottery today, what would you do for work? What would you do? And the point I'm trying to get at is if I win the lottery tomorrow, I'd be doing the exact same thing today. I would be doing the same thing. I wouldn't be doing anything different. Maybe I'd have a bigger gym, but I would be doing the same thing. And that right there is living to me. Doing what you love to do and getting paid for it. It's awesome. There's really no better feeling. It's pretty cool. I just kind of added this thing in. Promise me one thing. that you will never live another year doing something you hate to do. Life is too short. Do what you love and love what you do. You know, I overheard someone talking the other day, and I heard him say, man, I got 5 more years so I can retire. They're basically waiting to retire because they hate their job so much, but they have to work another 5 years to get their pension or whatever. Man, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm 60, 70 years old, I want to be sitting in my rocking chair with my feet kicked up, saying, man, what a ride. I did everything I wanted to do in life, and there's not really a whole lot more I wanted to do. That's a pretty cool feeling. This won't be too long. Basically, what I want you guys to get out of this is hopefully I can inspire some of you guys to maybe shift a little bit of your mindset and just believe maybe a little bit more than you thought before that it is possible to live your dreams. Whatever that dream may be, whether it's to work at a zoo, own a gym, whatever, it's all possible. Disappointment. This past year was probably one of the most disappointing years of my life for many reasons, but at the same token, it was one of the best years of my life because every disappointment, I learned some extremely valuable lessons, And some people take disappointment and let it absolutely destroy them. They get disappointed, say, I can't do it, I tried to give up. And guess what? We're all going to be disappointed. Some people let it destroy them, some people let it drive them. It's one of my big things now that I work on. If I get disappointed, I let it drive me and motivate me more. And you know what the cool part about it is? You get to choose. You get to choose whether or not it's going to destroy you or whether or not it's going to drive you. That's the coolest thing. You have absolute 100% control whether or not you're going to let it destroy you or let it drive you and motivate you and push you forward to accomplish your dreams. But like we talked about in the first slide, if you don't know what your dreams are, it's kind of hard to accomplish them. You've got to know what they are. It's very, very important. Ask yourself these questions. Very few people actually ever ask themselves that simple question. So once you figure out kind of what your dreams are, you need to figure out a plan on how to get there. Start writing down an action plan and goals. It's awesome to have dreams, it's awesome to have goals, but you also got to figure out a way to get there. Okay? So the first step is figuring out what your dreams and goals are, what you want to accomplish, what you want to get out of life. And then you got to start structuring a goal and action plan on how to get to those things. If it's to make 100,000 or whatever it is, then figure out, if you're training clients, figure out how many clients you need to do and figure out, devise a plan on how you're going to get there. Research what it takes to get into a certain profession. If you want to go into a zookeeper, research what it takes to get into that. If there's any schooling involved or anything like that. Maybe you want to hire a coach or a mentor. I know I've hired several in my life to help me get to where I wanted to go. Hired business coaches. I've also hired coaches to mentor me on fitness and health too. Because I knew that my dream was to help the most amount of people I can. So what I did is I went and surrounded myself with people who were good people that I can learn from to help me ultimately achieve my dream. Surround yourself with positive, like-minded people. This is huge. I've gotten rid of so many negative people in my life. There are two types of people in life that I consider pushers and pullers. Some people will push you to your goals, other people will pull you down. And we all, more than likely, if you think about it, we surround ourselves with people that are pulling us down every day, pulling us down. You come up to them, hey man, I got this idea, I want to do this. Oh, you can't do that. That's too hard. That's impossible. I guarantee you when Steve Jobs wanted to do all the things he wanted to do, and he had this vision, this great vision to take over the world and completely change technology, people probably looked at him like he was crazy. He didn't care. You know why? Because he believed. He believed. He believed that he was great, and he believed that he can do it. So surround yourself with positive, like-minded people. You will go further in life doing that, being around positive people who support your goals and your dreams. We must believe, like I just said, we must believe and never give up. I can think about a few years ago, before I opened my first gym and started my first business, there was times where I was disappointed. But I never once thought that I couldn't do it. I knew that it was going to be hard, and most people give up. Have any of you guys heard of the book Think and Grow Rich or have ever read it? There's a story in there about this guy. I don't remember exactly, but he's a gold miner. You guys read the book. But basically, he was mining for gold on this land. And he did it, I don't remember the time frame, let's just say he was doing it for 6 months. He said, you know what, screw it, there's no gold on this land, he sold it. Well, the next guy comes in, starts mining, and a week later hits gold. Lots of it. But basically, kind of the moral of the story is most people quit and give up right before they're about to be successful. And it takes hard work and it takes time. You're not gonna just jump into something and be successful right off the bat. You're gonna have to work it. If you don't chase your dreams, who will? If you don't do it, who will? You get one chance. You get one chance to do it. There's no need, and right now is the time. Not tomorrow. I'm always telling people, we're always getting ready to get ready. Oh, tomorrow I'll start. Tomorrow. We're always getting ready to get ready. The time is now. Just do it. Even if you may not have a plan, here's my philosophy, even if you don't have a plan, get the ball rolling. Once you start learning stuff, then you can start directing where the ball's going, but just get it rolling. That's the most important. Get it rolling. And then as you learn more and you become more educated, then you can kind of push the ball where it needs to go. But just get it rolling. That's the thing that people don't ever do. They sit around with great ideas. I know I did it for a long time. You sit around, you got this great idea, you never do anything. You don't take any action. Okay? Most of us have great ideas. We all probably have great ideas. I believe everybody in here is destined for greatness. The only thing is taking action. Taking action and having it great. So it's all about mindset. It starts, again, with belief, the power of positive thinking. But again, even though you guys probably heard The Secret or seen it, it's pretty popular. Like the power of positive thinking, that alone won't get you to accomplish your dream, but it's a good start. Thinking positive, coming up with an action plan, writing down goals, and then getting with someone who can help you. Whether it be a friend, a coach, a mentor, a teacher, whoever it is. Get yourself a network of people who are going to motivate and inspire you to do great things. Tim Tebow. How many football fans are here? How many people know Tim Tebow? I mean, even if you're not a football fan, you've probably heard of Tim Tebow. Now, the reason why I want to bring this guy up is because his whole life he's been told that he'll never be good because his mechanics aren't good and just as a quarterback he's not good. Then he made it to college. I think he won 2 national championships and a Heisman. Then they said, he won't be any good in the pros. Goes to the pros, now look at him. Took his team to the playoffs. I think they lost like 5 games in a row or something like that. Took his team to the playoffs. But the thing about this guy is, and the thing that I love about him, is his mindset. The mindset that he believed. It doesn't matter what anybody else said. He never listened to them. Because let's be honest, if he listened to those people, he wouldn't be in the pros. He probably wouldn't even have went to college. But he believed. It didn't matter what anybody else says. He believed. He put in the work. He had the passion. Now, he may not be the best quarterback in terms of, aesthetics. He may not look as pretty doing as Tom Brady or somebody else, but who cares? The mindset of this guy and just his personality and his belief and his will to win, I believe, made his team better. I mean, apparently it did, because before him, they were 0-5 or the same team. Nothing really changed. It's not like they got better or stronger from game 1 to game 5. It's not like their skill got better. You know what I mean? What happened was they brought a guy who had a mindset and the belief that anything is possible. And it all starts with the belief. You have belief, and we all have the ability to achieve great things. But that's the one thing that I see is just the fact that people don't believe it. In terms of weight loss, people just don't think they can do it. They really don't. Whether it be to run a marathon or whether it be whatever. The way I see it, I have as much passion and enthusiasm for fitness and health as Steve Jobs had for Apple. I mean, that's the way I see it. We're just in a different field. Will I ever be a billionaire? Who knows? I don't know. That's not really my goal, is to be a billionaire. My goal is to help as many people as I possibly can. So that way the people I inspire and motivate other people. But it all starts with mindset and the belief. And surround yourself with positive people. Trust me, the first, I would say, up until about 5 years ago, there were so many people in my life and everything I told them, hey, I'm going to go to college and get a degree. You can't do that. They told me I couldn't do it. Now, I didn't do it just to prove these people wrong, but they were so negative. And sometimes, it doesn't matter if you're the most positive person in the entire world. If you're around negative people, it's going to bring you down. And you start to think in your head, man, maybe is that really? God, I'm not sure if I can do that. Because you let these people influence you. And they start influencing the things that you want to do in life. And why are you going to let somebody else ruin your dreams and goals because they said you can't do it? You know, like I was talking to Terry earlier. Take I can't, get rid of that word I can't, and replace it with how can I. And I promise you you'll be much better off. Can't, I don't even know what that word means. Get rid of it. Alright? I think that's pretty much it. Oh, this last little thing. This is by a guy named Paul Check. I would consider him to be one of my mentors. You know, he's an awesome guy. But basically, all of life is really a dream. If you are living your dreams, you will seldom, if ever, hear yourself utter the words, I wish I had, or I wish I were, or I wish I could. Such words are unnecessary to those who clearly define dreams, because they are fully aware that each day they are creating their dreams. Therefore, each day they are living more their dreams than they were yesterday. Thus, life becomes a source of perpetual satisfaction and wonderment. The fact is, there is really nothing but the now. Yesterday is gone and tomorrow may never come. Surely we all have many things we wish we were doing, but wishing is not doing. Okay, man, don't wish, just do. I always tell people that. Don't wish, just do. So wishing is not doing. Choose what activities you want to experience while you're here as a human being. These are your dreams. Prioritize them into your goals. Structure and begin living them immediately. And you'll wake up each day with tremendous joy. There is no better feeling in this world than waking up every morning like tremendously joy to go to work. And if you haven't felt that yet, then you better get in a career or a job and you feel it. Because it's something that I can't explain. You will know you are being your chosen doings, and that's really living. What an amazing gift you'll give humanity if you just do that. So to me, this is like something I live by right here. And the fact that I get to wake up every morning knowing that I'm doing something I love to do. Like if I was rich and I had $10 million in the bank right now, I would be doing this. So, again, just live your dreams, write it down. If you don't know what they are yet, that's okay. But just figure out what you want to do. Figure out what you want to do in life, what you want to get out of life. It could be you want to travel, whatever it may be. We all have different dreams and goals. Don't live somebody else's goals. Don't live for somebody else's dreams. Just because somebody else wants to do something, it's you. What is your dream? What is your legacy? Alright? I think that's pretty much it. So, yeah.